if you don't like the people you're working with, that's on you, right? If you're the business owner, you are in charge of who you work with, right?
Scale a business, you need 4 things. Purpose. You need to know, why are you doing this? Second, leadership. Third, scalability. Like, you have to be in a scalable model that fits the current market. Fourth, relationships. If you're not happy with the people that you're working with, your company's not going to scale.
I think those are generally true statements. Certainly it helps to have a reason that you're growing, not just I want more money, but something you're trying to accomplish with what you're doing that drives you even when you have a bad day or a bad week or things get difficult. It's easy to walk away from just the idea of, well, I'll get rich doing something else. I don't really care about this business. But if you care about the business, the customers you're serving, the mission that you've set for yourself, then you will persist through bad days and continue to scale and grow. I think leadership is critical to that, and that's the same sort of two sides of the same coin. If you don't have leadership that cares about the mission, then they're probably not going to be very successful in scaling. Or if they're just the kind of person that's not good at managing other people and kind of a jerk and only can sort of create toxic relationships around them, you're going to have a hard time scaling because people aren't going to support you, and you can't scale by yourself. Having a scalable model definitely helps. I think there probably can be winners in almost any category of business. I'm not sure there's such a thing as a business that can't scale, but there are certainly businesses that are easier to scale versus businesses that are much more difficult to scale. And if you're in a difficult to scale business, by definition, it's going to take more work and be harder and probably cost more and take longer to scale than if you're an easier to scale business. And then the last thing is, if you don't like the people you're working with. Well, if you don't like the people you're working with, that's on you, right? If you're the business owner, you are in charge of who you work with, right? By your hiring decisions, by your customer decisions, by your vendor decisions. So if you don't like the people you're working with, look in the mirror and figure out why that happened. And if you have an answer to that, then you can fix it. And if you have no idea, it's probably you. You're the, common denominator in that situation. So maybe work on yourself. So that last one I feel like is a very fixable problem, or one that doesn't have to happen in the first place. But yes, if you hate everybody that surrounds you, you're probably not going to stick it out to scale. So yeah, makes sense. So I agree with these 4, and I think if you're going to scale, these are good tips to follow.